guys. Okay, sorry for the delay there. Literally, my computer had plenty of power and then it just shut down for 7 minutes. Finally, just got it to start again. So sorry about that. But turns out we didn't like make a ton of announcements. So people really didn't get on until like 2 minutes ago. So, okay. I want to start first of all by sharing something, a realization that I had this morning on my little run. And when I think about this job and the rejection that we deal with every day, people telling us no, ignoring us, how hard that can be. One of the things that I realized is that I've had this thought for years that, oh my gosh, like it gets easier because I just get better at taking rejection well, right? And yes, that's true. But what I realized today that was even more powerful is that it's not necessarily that I get better at like receiving rejection, because rejection like never really feels great to me, but it's my thoughts in the way that I approach it that have changed. And that has been such a game changer for me. And what I was thinking about is how, like, anytime that we have any sort of an interaction with anyone in any relationship, there are always three things that happen. There's the way that what I'm thinking about them, there's what they're thinking about me, and then there's what I'm thinking about myself, right? And the power player in all of this is what I'm thinking about myself. So why am I taking time to tell you about this before a power hour on the last day of the month? Because what you think about yourself is ultimately what creates your entire experience in your business, in your life, and most eminently about today and what you achieve today. So if you are sending messages and you're getting ignored, you're probably thinking, oh, I'm thinking this about this right now. I'm thinking this about what they're thinking right now. And then I'm making it mean something about myself, right? But the longer you do this and the better you get at loving and working on your own self-worth, the easier it is to not attach any meaning to when someone says no or ignores you or whatever. And so what I want to empower you with today is that you create your own experience. And it's not that necessarily that you are going to get better at dealing with the rejection, but the more work you do on loving yourself in this process, the less you create pain in this job for yourself. Because it's not that them telling you no or ignoring you is causing you pain. It's what you think about yourself when they ignore you or when they tell you no that ultimately causes you the pain. And so it is less painful the longer you do this, as long as you are working on loving yourself more along the way. And when you like yourself more, it's less painful because you cause yourself less pain around these interactions, right? And I'm like not perfect at this. I cause myself pain all the time, but I just wanted to share that with you today because I had this aha moment when I was when at the end of my run. So I have some messages to share with you and some challenges for the first 15 minutes, and then I'll throw it to Brooke and give her a chance to give you some ideas, and then she'll throw it to somebody else, maybe Leah or somebody else on Brooke's team. I don't know, but we're just going to kind of go with it here and call on our leaders. And if you send a message that you like that's a little bit different than one that we've given you, please put it in the chat. And then if people respond to you while you are messaging, please tell us in the chat. And I'm going to watch the chat and read it aloud as I work and go so that we can all sort of feed off of each other's energy. Okay. So if you are in my chats this morning, or even if you're in Momentum Movement, I've been sharing some of the messages that I sent out this morning. And I'm going to circle back around and follow up on those now that I've taken an hour break to exercise. I've been away, so now I'm going to go back to them, but I'm going to share these messages for you to use if you haven't used them already. A lot of times you'll see messages in the chat and you'll be like, oh, I should send that later. Now is later. This is now. Now you get to send them. So yay, hooray. If you've already sent them, then you get to send more. You get to remember people that you forgot about. Like, a lot of these messages I sent to people because I'd already messaged everyone on Friday. And then last night, when I was getting ready for bed, I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about my neighbor, Michelle. And I totally never told so-and-so. And I totally forgot about her. And so the more time that you have, the more people you remember. Okay, so the first message that I'm going to put in the chat is, and I'm going to send these, hold on. I'm going to send these to Brooke, and then I'm going to copy and paste them from my text to her. So hold on, I love technology. Isn't it so great? Okay. Brooke and I do this all the time. We have about like our Facebook Messenger is where we drop all of the content and then we communicate through text. But okay, wait, now it messed up my emoji. Hold on. I'm going to put it in Facebook. Okay, so I'm going to copy and paste it in here for you. This is message number 1. I know, and this is for someone who you just barely started talking to about Plexus. So I want you to specifically focus and hone in on this type of person right now, because a lot of times it's like, oh, you know, like, man, I just barely had someone mention it to me today, and I feel like I need to build with her, but like the sale's going to be over. So if you have somebody like that, this is sort of a perfect message. Or this, I guess it's you get to choose if you think it's good or not, but it's one that I really liked that I wrote this morning to my girl that just started, like literally first time started talking about Plexus on Friday. So I wrote, I know we just started talking about everything in the chaos of Thanksgiving aftermath, but I wanted to pop in and chat pricing because today is the day for the 1 penny enrollment, or is the last day I meant to say, for the 1 penny enrollment, 10% off entire order and free 60-day Joyome serum. I'd love to see. Oh, I have so many typos. Just disregard that. I should read my messages before I send them. I'd love to see if it would help you with your tummy issues and weight like you talked about. I have 2 different packs that would be exactly what would hit those needs. Want me to send pics and costs for each of them? Because I sent her a testimonial on Friday and then she saw it. And then on Saturday, I sent her a message and said, can you relate to that? And she ignored it. So I'm like, okay, she's probably just busy. It's been Thanksgiving weekend. She was interested on Friday. Not that much could have changed over the weekend. So I sent this message to her this morning. And so if you have anyone, oh yes, she responded back while I was exercising. All right. She said, yes, that would be great. So I'm going to send her a picture of the, oh, I always forget the name of it. Shay, it's that one we were talking about with the 2 slims. Why can't I remember what it's called?
The Gut Health Advanced Pack.
Yes. So I'm going to send her a picture of the Gut Health Advanced Pack. And then I'm going to say, this is the value that you get from the Gut Health Advanced Pack. And then I'm going to send her a picture of just the triplex. And I'm going to say, and then the triplex and ease, because she's a fitness person, like huge fitness person. I'm not going to let her get away with not getting the ease. I'm going to say, here's an option of a smaller pack with less products for this cost. So that's what I'm going to do right now while you guys send this message. And then if you don't have anybody like that, let me give you one more example, because I know some people are like, I'm not talking to anybody new, so I don't want to send that message. So here's a person. Oh, this is a follow-up message. Again, this is just an example. It's not going to be necessarily generic, but you can adjust it to fit anyone. I just want you to see exactly what I wrote. So this is someone who last month I was trying to get her to sign up. She decided not to sign up. And because she's doing this other weight loss thing, and she didn't want to add Plexus to it because she wanted to just exclusively do it until January. And so I remembered last night at bed that I was like, oh my gosh, but like, it's almost January. I mean, it's November 30th. That's basically January. And maybe she wants to buy it now. Like in this message, I'm telling her, you can buy now and save it for later. But do you think I'm honestly going to let her save it for later? No. I'm going to get her to buy it. And then when it shows up, I'm going to be like, it probably wouldn't hurt to just start it now. But I already know she doesn't want to start it now. So I'm getting my foot in the door by saying, hey, it'd be a great time to stock up now and save it for later. And then my plan is once she gets it, I'm going to try and get her to start it right away so that she orders again in December. Okay. So a lot of times we have to like get the cart before the horse in this type of a situation. And it might not work out. It might totally bomb. She might be like, no, I'm waiting till January and I'll just have to deal with it then. But I'm just going to go for it because why not? Okay. And this message, the reason why I wrote it this way is because the last interaction that we had is she messaged me and said, hey, what's that Christmas book that you always post about this time of year? I want to get it for my kids. And so, and like, this is really why I remembered her last night is because I got the book out and read it to my kids. And I was like, oh my gosh, Amy, another Amy. I'm talking to like 3 Amy's right now. But I was like, oh, I got to message Amy about that. So this morning I said, hey, hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Was reading Santa Kid last night. And by the way, if you don't have that book, it's so cute. You need to go look it up on Amazon. Was reading Santa Kid last night. And it reminded me that I hadn't messaged you about the Black Friday stuff Plexus is doing. I know you've got other stuff you're doing right now, but with the 1 penny enrollment, 10% off and free 60-day night repair system with any order, it would be perfect to just get now and use when you're ready. It's only $98 total, maybe a few dollars more with the state taxes being different where you are from me, but you're getting 4 things and the skincare stuff lasts 2 months. What you think? She has not responded back yet, but that's okay because at least I'm doing my due diligence, right? She might respond later. Sometimes people like I have days where I don't get to my Instagram messages until later in the afternoon. So that's just an idea of how you can follow up with people who've already told you no this month because they just aren't ready to get started. Okay. We're going to go for 10 minutes right now without talking. Please put your messages in the comments in the chat of the way you are adapting this to fit your people, because this message is obviously not going to fit your person perfectly. So I would love to see everyone's adaptions as we work. Okay, let's go. Let me know if you're just hopping on and you need the messages that we sent above. Oh yeah. Abby, can you copy and paste those back for Vicky so that she can see them? Okay. Okay, so this is what I said. Oh, hey, Jessica, you just sent that to me privately. Sometimes the chat does that. Can you send that one more time? Yeah, I know. So you just have to set it in the chat to go to everyone because I want people to see your message. It's so good. There we go. Okay, so Jessica put in the chat, hey, Elizabeth, hope your Thanksgiving was amazing. I know we talked about getting you started on Plexus before the chaos of Thanksgiving. Now that we are in the aftermath of all that, I wanted to pop in and chat pricing because today is the day for 1 penny enrollment, 10% off entire order, and the free 60-day Joyome serum. I'd love to see it help you get back on the products you love. Want me to send you pics and cost for each of them? Perfect. Okay, so this is what I just sent to my girl that said, yes, that would be great, to responding to that message. I wrote, okay, great. This first one is my favorite, and you're getting the biggest bang for your buck in it. It has 2 bags of Slim, best for weight loss. And like Brooke taught me to do this. She's like, I just tell them to take 2 Slims a day when they get this pack. Like I tell them take 2 Slims a day because we know they'll have better results, they'll feel better, and they'll blow through those products, right? Okay, this first one is my favorite, and you're getting the biggest bang for your buck in it. It has 2 bags of Slim, best for weight loss, the full gut health system with both probiotics and the multivitamin to help you absorb it all more efficiently. Not shown in the picture is the Joyome Night Serum that you get for free with purchase today. It lasts 60 days and uses prebiotics for your face without any toxins or chemicals to get rid of or prevent crow's feet, dark circles, softens, etc. Everything else in the pack is a 30-day supply. Normally this pack is $350, but right now it's on sale for $169, plus you're getting the $89 bottle of Joyome. Oh, for free. I should have said for free. for free is what I meant to say at the end of that sentence. Okay, so let me put that in the chat. And I'll put it with an edit so it sounds right. For free. And I know we've been saying $70 for the Joyome, but then I saw somebody else post that it was worth $89 at retail. So I just been saying that privately, but still posting the one with 70. I don't think it matters either way what you put. It's still an amazing value. Okay. Okay. So that's how I responded to her. And then I'm also going to go in and now send her. Oh, piano movers are here for Brooke. It's fine. I won't switch it over to you, Brooke. It's okay. We'll keep going. Okay, so I'm going to put now a picture for her of the triplex in the comment in next and saying this is the $89 value. It's 79 right now. Is that right, you guys? Or 89? Tell me. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind with all the prices. Shay, help me.
79 if you have a code. It'd
79.
be 89 with just 10% off.
Okay, so 79 if you have a $20 off code, and 89 if you have, okay, I made a story this morning with the $89 price because I already did this morning. Okay, thank you. I'm going to be okay. Okay, so $89, and then if you have a code, you can advertise as $79. Okay, so I'm going to go to, and a little tip that I have for you is I have all of the welcome packs saved on my phone as my favorites. So if you have an iPhone, you just hit the little heart button here in your pictures. And then when I go to send these pictures of packs to people, I just go into my favorites in albums, library, albums, favorites. And then I screenshot it and send it to them. So I don't have to go to the website every time. So hopefully that will help you. And then I've actually copied and pasted all of the write-ups of the value for each welcome pack in the notes on my phone as well. So but I am going to make the triplex look really like I'm going to really make the triplex look like a schmuck next to the other pack because she needs the bigger pack. Like it's just that simple. So I'll say, and then here's this other pack. Here's the $89 option. You don't get as much stuff in it. We'll see. Let me see what I say. Hold on. Let me just authentically write it and then I'll share it with you. Phyllis says she calls the variety pack the Mac Daddy of welcome packs. It's a one-stop shop. I don't let them just stick with a triplex. Same. Yeah. Yep. Totally. That's always my second go-to. I love the variety pack because it has the ease in it, and the ease is my favorite product. And then they don't really go through detox when they have the ease, which makes my job so much happier and their experience so much better. Okay. One more message idea for you, and then I'm going to turn it. Brooke, do you need to be with the piano mover still? I see you're back at your computer. You're good. Okay, let me just put one more message idea in here. And this is for someone that's focusing. This is somebody who signed up with you and who has not ordered in 6 months, because we can cancel their account and then they can re-enroll. Okay, so this person is like a perfect example because, and this is my neighbor, and she already responded. I'm going to her house later today to get her fixed up because she ordered like 3 or 4 times, January, February, March, April, and then she wasn't consistent, and she wanted to use everything up before she reordered anything. And so she hasn't ordered since about April, and her renewal is going through in January. So she's been inactive, and she's almost going to have to do a renewal for $40 anyway. And she's already told me she wanted to get more shakes. So this is what I sent to her this morning, and she is re-signing up today. Okay. So if you have someone like that who hasn't ordered in 6 months and is coming up on a renewal, this would be perfect. Totally forgot to message you about Black Friday. It's still going through tonight though. So if you wanted to do it, oh my gosh, you guys, clearly I am not proofreading any of my stuff and they all have typos. So just know that like you need to read through my messages if you don't want it to have typos. It's still going through tonight though. So if you wanted to, it would be a really good time. I think what we should do is just re-enroll you though and cancel your old account, because it will make it so you skip the membership renewal cost. You'd pay a penny now instead of $40 in January. Plus you'd get the 60-day skincare night serum for free and 10% off your entire order. We could get the shakes and the kids stuff you've been wanting, but at a super big discount. Let me know if you're interested. She responded back, yes, totally interested. Come over today after work because she works at home, blah, blah. So it's that type of a person. Okay, now I'm going to turn it over to Brooke. And she's gonna, maybe she turns it over to someone else, or maybe she just finishes us out. We'll see.
Hey guys, gosh, there's just so many good things that you have accessible to you right now. I mean, you have all these extra giveaways for people signing up, which basically are a shoe-in. Like we have 20 of every item. And so you get to give them a free gift, and it just makes it a lot of fun. And so just have fun with it. And I'm actually going to share this message that is Kimberly's message, Kimberly Hallinan. And she, I think, has signed 2 people up today, or she's working on her second person just from signing this message out and just being super casual about it. So these are people that she has talked to before. And I shared it in one other thread, so you may have seen it. But it says, just a heads up, today is the last day for the 1 penny enrollment, 10% off entire order, and free 60-day Joyome serum. If you were thinking about it, I say just do it. You can always return everything and be out nothing with the 60-day money back guarantee. And then that way you don't miss out on the sale. What you think? So the reason why this message is not a bad idea, and you might think it kind of goes against what I've talked about before, is, I don't talk a lot about the money back guarantee, but if you're going to talk about it, just do a good job with follow-up. I feel like it's not like a harmful thing to mention it if you actually plan to do your job and check in on them and make sure they're happy and figure out, yes, I'll copy it, and figure out some other things that they would love if they're not loving their initial package. Because I always feel like there's something we can find that works for people. So maybe they started with 1 pack. They only liked 1 thing of those 3 things. So then the next month you try them on a pack that's got the slim, but 2 other completely different things, or it's the slim and the collagen, or it's the slim and the 2 shakes. Like there's always something. So I will copy that message right now. Let me just grab it. And yes, thank goodness for technology. Hold on, here we go. So this was Kimberly Hallinan. She wrote this and I was like, oh, that's good. It's just a nice, fun little simple message. So once you have gone through all of your potentials, which Emily did a great job covering, like how to talk to them, follow up with them, get them started. Once you've done that and you don't have anybody else to follow up with, make sure you have something in your stories. Go into your stories and go live and talk about what you're excited about. So my favorite thing is like, if I'm going to post a picture in my story or a series of pictures, I'm going to do picture, then I'm going to talk for 15 seconds. Picture, talk for 15 seconds. Picture, talk for 15 seconds. A lot of times we'll put a whole bunch of pictures with all these discounts and deals and all this stuff, but they never see your face. And so people need to see your face and they need to hear your personal experience with the product. So if you put a picture of the triplex up, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is $79 today. You've got like a slash mark through it. You're like $79. Then the next slide is you saying, this is the combo I started with that got rid of my nightly cravings for cookie dough, helped me lose my last 5 pounds of baby weight, helped me get my normal mood back, sleep at night, get rid of my headaches. Like, this is the bomb. And there has never been a better time to get this deal. So you're just talking for like 15 seconds. And then maybe you want to share another slide that's like, got active, or I don't know, like, you know how there's all those pretty stories that people share? It's great. They're pretty stories and slides, but the thing that's going to move people to buy something from you today is their connection with you. And so you putting your face out there is going to help them connect to you more. So once you've got through all your potentials with these great message ideas, I want to encourage you guys to go back into your stories on Facebook and Instagram and do some stories. Pay attention then to who watches your story, who's seen it. Slide up and look, like, who's seen your story. Do a poll. Who's answered your poll? Who's answered the scale? Reach out to them and say, hey, I noticed that you answered my poll, or I noticed that you saw my story today. You've probably seen me talking about this for quite some time, but I just wanted to reach out and maybe offer to share a little bit of information with you in case this might be something that helps you. Like, just reach out and start a conversation. You never know how long somebody has been watching you. Okay. So that is that. The next thing that I'm going to recommend you guys do, that I did some of this morning, that you still have time to do, is I have a couple of ambassadors that absolutely love their products, and some that are newer that are really loving their products, and they've never signed anybody up. And so I actually didn't send a written message. I sent a voice message. Today I've been doing a lot more voice memos because I want them to hear my voice, but you could do this in written form. So I just reached out to Carmen and I said, hey, Carmen, I just wanted to reach out today, like on the off chance that you might have a girlfriend or your husband might want to start these products with you. I know you've already lost 5 pounds. You're feeling amazing. In 5 years, I've never seen this kind of a sale in Plexus. And right now, your husband or some of your friends could get started for $79. Plus, they would get a full 60-day supply of our Consciously Clean, cruelty-free serum. Do you have anybody in mind that might want to give this a try? So I did it in voice message format, but who do you have that really loves their products? Because a lot of times people like this will come through in a pinch hit and they'll be like, yeah, I should call my sister up. Or, yeah, actually, my neighbor was wondering what I've been doing, why I feel so good. And they'll go out and they'll sign up 1 or 2 people at the last minute. Cher, I got to give a shout out to Cher here. Cher has a friend that's been on the products for a couple of years, just decided to share a couple of days ago and went gold. She just decided, like, okay, yeah, this is a great sale. I'm going to share with everybody. And she signed up a crap ton of people. So are you reaching out to people that are liking their products and just saying, you may as well put it out there. I'm going to share with you something else too. Hold on, I'm just looking for it. Okay, so then I don't know if this would, has anybody done that so far? Like, have you guys reached out? Have you left like voice messages or written messages with people that are liking their products? Okay, good. Awesome. So I didn't write anything up there for you guys to copy, but I'm just going to trust that you get the idea of it. Okay. Anybody wants to write something up, they can. The other thing that I did is, hold on, I'm trying to find this message. Okay, so one of the girls I just signed up couple days, like 3 days ago, she signed up 2 people and she needs one more to go silver. And I actually hadn't asked her about putting up a post. Like, I don't know how I missed that step, but she talked to a friend and she got her friend to sign up and then her husband. And so yesterday I just said, well, I mean, how would you feel about putting a little post up on Facebook, kind of just talking about how you decided to make changes before the New Year's and just get started right now? Would you want to do that? And she's like, yeah, sure, I could do that. Because now she's like, oh, I want that $350. And so what I do when I ask somebody about that personally is I say, is there anything in particular you'd want it to say or you want me to add into it? I'll write something up for you to help you, but is there anything in particular you want to say? And so she just wanted me to add in some of the things about like how she's been feeling. And so I have a couple of different post ideas that I'll put in the comments. I sent her 2 options that she could put up and she threw it up right away with a picture. And she has a person that is interested that we're in a conversation with. So I'm really hoping that this lady decides to sign up. But you could literally ask somebody today. Sometimes we think, oh my gosh, it's too late. I can't, this is not enough time. But yes, like they could put up a post right now and they could get somebody interested. You can get it a 3-way conversation, share a story, 3-minute video, share a pack, and you can have them signed up because people under pressure make decisions. They're like, oh shoot, well, I don't want to miss it. $79 and I get a $70 product for free. Oh my gosh, and I get that free Contigo like stainless steel water bottle. Okay, I'll do it right now, right? Or I get free Pottery Barn slippers right now. It's the best, fuzziest ever Pottery Barn slippers. So, so I'm going to send you these and I am going to challenge you guys to reach out to a couple of people. Emily, I'm going to text you or message you these. I'm going to challenge you to ask some people to put a post up. And these are not even like earth shattering. You guys will probably be like, those aren't really that great. I could have written that. You're right. You could have written it. You just got to go for it. These are like on the fly. I was like, great. She's going to put a post up. Let me just write something up real quick. Oh my gosh, they're moving the piano. I'm so nervous for them. I can't even be there. I can't watch. It's a baby grand, you guys. They got to move it up the stairs and around the corner. Please say a prayer that they don't drop it. Okay, so there's a couple of post ideas. So your challenge is to just reach out to a couple of people and say, hey, I was just thinking about you. I know you already have one person signed up and it would be so simple for you to grab 2 more people, especially with these sales that are going on right now. I'm wondering if I sent you an example of something you could post, if you might want to just throw that up. Okay. All right, so I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to think about that. And then also voice memoing your people that love their products and just getting them to add one person. If you got 5 people to add one person, that's 5 more people that have started on their health journey, that have the opportunity to change their lives, and it grows your business, which is super fun. So those are your 2 tasks right now. Okay, so I'm going to give you one more idea of what you could do right now as well. Is I think a lot of times when we're working end of month, like we've sent out all of our messages, like to our potentials, we've checked in on all our 3-ways, we've asked people to share, and then there's like kind of like a lull, and we can be like we can just like obsessively check our messages or obsessively check our texts or obsessively check our Facebook. Anybody do that? Okay, I love to just stay task oriented. I'm like, okay, fine, I did that. I'm done. I'm going to move on. And so I would personally, and I'm personally going to spend some time, even though it's 12:52, there's like, I don't know, 9 hours left in the month, reaching out to people, inviting them to rejoin, like Emily shared with you, but also less than PVs, keeping in mind that the Joyome combo, the 30-day supply of serums and collagen is only $95 on sale right now. It's a great deal. And if they place that order, we still get 100 PV for it, even though it's $95. You still get 100 PV and they get a free gift. They get a free super cute beanie, right? If they place that order. And so instead of sitting around obsessively like, are they going to do it? Are they going to sign up? Are they going to checking 10 million times? I'm like, let me move on and see if I can get some people that are at 70 PV to get a bag of cherry lime slim and I'll pay for their shipping, or to restart with the shake it up combo because they hate pills. So I'm going to get them slim and 2 bags of lean, and they're going to use a $20 off code and they're going to be stoked. Like, so there's a lot of other things you can do. Whatever you do, stay in motion. Don't just like be in a holding pattern. So I'll give you a couple of messages for less than 100 PVs and white lines that you could use to just start doing that if you've already gone through all your potentials, and then go back and check in on those other messages.
because we started 10 minutes late, we're gonna go 10 more minutes to complete the full hour. But if you have to get off, nobody's gonna be offended. So we'll go 10 more minutes. I just thought I'd say that because I know we're coming up on the hour time, so.
Hey guys, so another idea for white lines, it's just more aimed at the skincare. Is just, hey friend, I was taking a little time to connect with people who started with me years ago. So this could be someone that quit like a long time ago or like months ago, and share something that's pretty cool. You may be interested in it. And I always think of you when these types of things come along. So I say things like that a lot. Like, I never forget about you. I always think about you. I just want to keep you in the loop. I just, in case this interests you, I want to make sure that you know what's going on in Plexus. So I'll say things like that. We all have skin, and I know I didn't have a great solution before, and maybe you're in the same boat. If you've never tried our Joyome products, they are incredible. It's consciously clean, cruelty-free serums, and the collagen has multiple beauty benefits. It's all 20% off, which makes it a steal. This is the combo that most people are grabbing today before the sale is gone. I'm adding another $10 off this combo, or $30 off if you want to add our amazing immunity, hair, skin, and nail vitamin to it. The reason it's those numbers is because the combo that's a 30-day serum and collagen is $95. A $20 off code won't work for that. It's not enough. So I'm just offering $10 off if they do that. But then I'm putting it out there. If you'd like to add our vitamin, then you can have $30 off, because I can give them a $20 code plus my $10. They got $30 off. They're probably going to say yes to that if they're going to order, because it's basically a free vitamin. Okay. So you can really use the skincare stuff as a great, option for your less than 100 PVs. It is a really good price right now, you guys. Now, if somebody wants to do a 60-day set of serums and an individual collagen, the 60-day serum, I believe, is $92 right now for the set. So they'd have to add something to that. They could do the 60-day serums, add a vitamin, and do the same kind of special. The 60-day serum does give 100 PV, but the price now is under $100, so it wouldn't qualify for a coupon. So just some ideas there. Okay, to kind of wrap us up, like the first couple of, or the last couple of minutes, not the first. Does anybody have any questions or any messages they're stuck on, or things that you just like need help? You're not really sure what to recommend to somebody or how to answer them. Just kind of like an open mic where you can ask some questions.
I have a question. Sorry, I'm
Uh-huh.
really new. I don't have a video right now, but I've been messaging and like just trying to not force people to assume that how do I just invite them to have a one-on-one with me and take advantage of the product. Just kind of like closing the deal because I see them very
Okay.
interesting, but it's just staying there forever.
Okay. So I think I mean one of my suggestions would be definitely to like work closely with your sponsor on maybe doing three-way messages where you and your sponsor and that person are in the message together, so you can kind of watch and learn how they close. If you don't have an active working sponsor, then asking the person above if they can help you, or the person above them, because sometimes you have to go one or two levels above to find somebody that's really actively working. But what I would say is that some people are kind of shy to get on a camera. Like they don't want to get on a Zoom. They just want the information. And so you can exchange all that information in messages, just kind of like Emily was going over earlier, is like, in the beginning, asking them what they're struggling with, and they tell you, and then you share a video. Maybe you share the triplex video or the microbiome video. You share the video. A couple minutes later, you come back in and you say, did anything they talked about sound like things you struggle with? Or what did you find interesting in that video? Or wow, every time I watch that, I'm amazed at how important gut health is. What are the biggest things that are bothering you right now? And then they tell you their problem. Like maybe they can't sleep, maybe they want to lose 20 pounds and they have no energy. You go into the team page and you look for a testimonial, and you just search like by keywords. So if you went into the team page and you searched insomnia or sleep issues or sleep, like you would see some testimonials come up, and you could copy and paste it. You could go back into that message and say, you have the same issues that Vicky had. This is her story. Why don't you take a quick look at it so you can see how Plexus has helped her? And so then you drop the story and her picture in there, come back a couple minutes later and say, does anything that she was struggling with sound at all like you? Or you could say something like, I love seeing people feel better from this. And I'm wondering if maybe this wouldn't be a good fit for you. What do you think about giving it a try? Like you have to just kind of ask people. And if they've watched a video, they've read a story, and they are still expressing interest, you just kind of have to ask them that question. Does this sound like something you might want to give a try? And if they are interested, you show them the pack that you think would be good for them, and you tell them about the deals or the specials, and just say, this would be a great pack for you to start with. It's on sale today. The sale ends tonight. It's only X amount of dollars, however much you're doing. It comes with a free $70 product, free enrollments, and I really feel excited about you getting started on this and getting help with your weight and your whatever else I said. So you just take them through the process of video, story, or maybe you don't do the video, but you do the story and you're talking. If you don't get everything in order exactly the way I said, that's okay. It doesn't have to be exactly in that order. But if you have people that are interested, I would say the biggest problem most people have is they actually just don't even go for the close. They don't ask people. And I'm super direct at this point. Like both of my two girls, I signed up the last couple of days. Like I sent them a picture of the pack and I was like, hey, I've been thinking about you. I know you're interested. I really think this is the right pack for you. It's only going to cost you $79. You're going to get a free $70 product, and you don't have to pay anything to enroll today. What if we got you started on this? You know, so just move it along and actually ask that question, even if you're afraid. All right, you guys. Well, we hope this helped you. We hope that you have some ideas to run with now. And maybe we can just keep it up for just a second longer, Emily, so people can go back and they can like copy any other messages they want to before they hop off so that everybody's got them, and share these messages with your team members. If they couldn't be on, help them out so that they can get their friends started. It's going to be good, you guys. Okay, did everybody get all the messages they wanted copied? Hopefully you did. All right, you guys, let's get out there. Let's get it done. I'm super excited for end of month to see where we all land. And one of the things that I truly believe is that no matter where you end and where you land, you can be so satisfied and feel so proud of what you did if you've given it your all and you've tried everything. Like, you don't have the heart crushing wah, 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 because like, you know, you showed up and you did everything you could. And then you get to start tomorrow with a more positive outlook and attitude, and you get to do the goal setting call with Emily right tomorrow, and
Yeah,
you just
10
like, it's like you don't
10
skip a
a.m.
beat 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Mhm.
You won't skip a beat because you'll be like, dude, I gave it my all. I reached out to those white lines, those less than 100 PVs. I followed up with everybody. I tried to help people go silver. I encouraged people to share. Like, I did it all. My time is coming. My harvest is coming. Let's plan and let's go. Okay. All right, you guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.